Hey people, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to see uh, an project which basically, what you can say, analyzes your CV or resume, you can say. Okay, so in short, let me explain you the project flow. Okay, so if you see, okay, I need to keep it short. Yeah, so if you see, the flow is uh, yeah. So basically what we do is we start the app which is Streamlit, okay, which is based on LLM model also from which is fetched from Groq. Okay, it acts as an API call for LLM. Okay, and we have NLP modules. Okay, for text processing and TF-ID factorizer embedding technique is also used here. Okay, so what happens first when we run the app is it asks for CV either in the form of PDF or text format, and it asks for JD. Okay, and basically it checks the similarity or gives us the score, overall score, and an LLM based profile, whether we need to move ahead with the candidate or not. Okay, so this is the overall scenario of this app. First, I will run the app, okay, and I will show you how it's working behind the hood. Okay, so let me start the app. Okay, so it starts here, uh, and if you see, also I will be making use of GPT at places. Okay, am I saved it or not? Okay, not an issue. Oh, okay. So here it is agentic resume analyzer. That is the reason. It is not agentic though. Okay. It is just using LLM models from the Groq, one model, and other which is for text processing. Okay, which is the NLP based. So for now, let me upload my CV here. Okay, and also, uh, yeah, I have one JD here prepared so that I need not search it anywhere. So if you read the JD, you will see that it is particularly data scientist based. Okay, so as a data scientist, you will be responsible for blah blah blah. It has given some responsibilities, and where it is, yeah, experience it is asked. Okay, and if you see some skills are also there like scikit-learn, tensorflow, pandas, numpy, etc. Okay, so once things are there, like you can either upload the PDF or paste the text. Okay, I will show you both. Once I hit on analyze, okay, so it starts analyzing. Okay, and if you see what I get, 35.22 similarity scores. Okay, between GD and the CV. Okay, and keyword match score is basically 16.56. Now skills overview, it also shows, excuse me. So if you see, it has shown you matched skills like Azure, SQL, NLP, and communication. And missing skills also it has shown like GCP, NoSQL, Pandas, AWS, TensorFlow, Kubernetes, Seaborn, Matplotlib, NumPy, R, and Docker. Okay. So what happens here is it shows the matched skills. So these skills are based upon our skills.json file which we are looking for. Okay, and it particularly scraps for that skill set in the CV and GD, and based upon that it gives us similarity score and keyword match score. Now if you see at the LLM based feedback here, what does it evaluate? So if you see, first it will give us a fit score, then reasoning for the score. So if you see, the candidate has a strong background in data science with 4+ years of experience in the field, and other things you can read out. Okay, and is the candidate good fit? It says yes. Okay, and if you see top strengths, it gives it from the CV itself. Okay, and key areas of improvement. If you see education, they have asked for PhD here. Okay, if you see, PhD is a plus, right? and also master's degree in qualifications such as computer science and stats and maths. If you see here, it has given us improvements in the case of education because it's my CV. I don't have any master's or PhD. So although it has strong background in data science, education is not traditional quantitative field. Okay, and cloud computing platforms. The candidate could benefit from gaining experience with cloud, uh, such as AWS, Azure, or GCP. Okay, and agile also it is said. Uh, Lastly, it gives us hiring recommendation summary. I would recommend moving forward with this candidate to the next stage in the hiring process. Okay, so this is how overall a CV analysis or CV parsing or analyzer you can say. Now let's do one thing. If you see here, let me copy this, or before that, okay, let me show you this thing. Okay, so let me write here just few things. Okay, actor, okay, and dancer, let's say photographer or photographer, whatever, um, and what all things, with master in arts and 18 years of experience in the field. Okay, 18 years of 18 years is like too much, but yeah, experience, I don't know what is the spelling of experience, RIENC, yeah, in the field. Okay, so if you see, this is not like a complete CV, but yeah, let's analyze this. If you see, score is 0, math skills are none, and if you see missing skills are same like the previous one because it is referring to our JSON file which has the skill sets mentioned. Okay, and evaluation of LLM, if you see, fit score is 0. Reasoning, if you see, it is quite good here. The candidate's background is in arts with no relevant experience or education in data science and stats. Okay, so this is what it does. Okay, so if you can see, it is working properly. Okay, and if I see, if you paste as is, okay, I pasted both JD and in the CV itself. Okay, let me click on analyze. It should ideally give us 100%, but okay, I did not hit analyze. Yeah, now it's running. So if you see 100% basically, and keyword match score is 30%. Okay, and skills overview, if you see, it has all the skills and missing skills is none. Okay, and LLM feedback fit score is still 85. Okay, the candidate resume demonstrates a strong match with his job description with data science. Okay, whatever, like whatever is mentioned, since it is matching, it gives us that. Okay, so if you see, I have one more PDF which is of completely other domain. Where is, yeah, this person is with respect to supply chain, not supply chain, or eagle, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, basically he has no relevant background in data science. Okay, so if you say fit score is now 20. Now the candidate's background is primarily in finance and accounting. Yeah, so this person was in finance and accounting, and if you see other things, right? So good fit, no, since he is from finance background. Okay, so basically this is the resume analyzer, simple and small yet effective project, you can say, that you can mention in your CV. Okay, so let me take you through the code, what is happening behind the hood. Okay, so let me stop this. Okay, so if you see, once we start here, the app, basically Streamlit run app.py, what happens is, it first gives us the title, which is uh, this. If you see resume analyzer, which is getting it from here. Now if you see, it shows the radio button, which is basically this upload PDF and paste text. Basically it is this. Okay, then upload PDF is the option to upload. Now what happens if you choose upload PDF? It goes to this function. So basically, if you see, I have many Python files. One is LLM.py, a resume parse, a skill extract, skills.json. So this is the file which I was mentioning. I have mentioned here different skills for different domains. You can change this accordingly. And lastly, text clean.py. Okay, so what happens, first of all, it gets all the tokens from the text if it is a text. Okay, and it converts it to noun forms. Okay, so basically it's like taking two or three words continuously which are in the noun form, like data analysis, analyzing, exporting data, like that. Okay, so this is what it does. Now skill extract, this is the main function. Let's come back to it lastly. So using PDF miner, I'm extracting if it is a PDF. So if it is a text format, it extracts from text clean. If it is a PDF, it extracts text from here. Okay, and LLM.py, if you see here, we have used the Groq API. So we have stored our API key in environment variable, and once it authorizes, we give it a resume text basically and the JD text. So once it gets the JD and resume text, we will give this prompt like you are an expert in career advisor, and fit score is 0 to 100. Reasoning for the score, whether the candidate is good or bad, that is basically fit or not. So that is the reason we get yes or no there. Top strengths and area of improvements, short hiring recommendation summary. Okay, so you can change this prompt. Okay, and finally resume text and JD text for its reference it gets. And what is the model we are using? It is Llama 70B8192. Okay, so it is a large language meta AI model with 70 billion parameters trained and 8,000 token limit of length. 8,000 token limit basically. Okay, now system and user is basically it interacts with your prompt based on the content it gets. Temperature is how you set your model to with respect to output it gives. Okay, now first we send the response request.post to the LLM model, and then request status we get, and finally the response if it is successful, and we return the result in this format, else we get the exceptions. Okay, so this is basic LLM flow. Now what happens in the finally skills dot extract, which is the main part. First we load the sentence transformer. Okay, so let me take help of GPT to explain you this. Okay, uh, just explain in a few words. Okay, okay, let it run. So first we load this sentence transfer model. Okay, and it loads this model into this model variable. Why we have used cache resources? Because every time we rerun the Streamlit app, it should not reload again and again, because it does cost some MB to load this model. Okay, so we don't want to reload it again and again. That is the reason we are caching it. Now once a load skill from DB, so basically this loads all skills from our JSON file into all skills. Okay, now normalize text in the sense we are lowering it and removing unwanted characters like at, asterisks, etc. Okay, now this is what it does, clean tokens. Okay, basically this we are lowering it. Okay, and we are removing space, I think. Yeah, so then we are getting the tokens. Now normalized text is basically goes here, clean tokens basically goes here from get resume details. Now set token for token in token if token in all skills. Basically this checks if that token from the uh, CV is present in your all skills. Okay, and then it gives us this finally, and then we get resume with JD basically, and we do the same like all skills, and finally we compare it with encoding. Okay, so basically resume embeddings, JD embeddings, we get it here. Okay, and then we are converting it to tensor basically, and finally using cosine similarity. If you see cosine score here, util dot cosine similarity, we are checking the similarity score. Okay, and if you see we check missing skills using this formula, JD skills minus match skills. Okay, also we are using TF-IDF vectorizers on that, and also cosine similarity. Okay, so this is how like final score we get, like math skills plus missing skills into 70. So basically a skill score is 70 and keyword score is 30, so total it makes around 100, right? So that is the reason we are getting in that format. So major things to understand here is one is cosine similarity, TF-IDF factorizer, and this sentence transformer, okay, which is what we are using. If you see, sentence transformer is a lightweight, fast, and efficient model that converts sentence into dense vector embeddings, optimized for semantic similarity. Okay, so semantic similarity is maintained in the CV and JD. That is the reason. Okay, and now what I wanted to explain, yeah, this TF-IDF factorizer. So this is also like vectorizer technique, based on occurrence of this words, it gives us the output. And lastly, the cosine similarity, it checks also checks the similarity between the things based on its magnitude. Okay, so if you see, term frequency inverse document frequency converts text into numerical features, and counts how often the word appears in that document, so basically GD and CV. And if you see, it measures the angle between two vectors to determine how similar they are. So once it is converted into vectors, this similarity is used to see how similar they are. Okay, and values range from -1 to 1. It's near to 1, that means they are similar, like data analysis and analyzing the data, right? So these things happen behind the word. Okay, and if you want anything else, yeah, I wanted to explain you this model. Basically, this is what the model is. There are different versions of this model, and also you can see the rate limits or the token limits to check with respect to this model. You can use whatever model, Groq, you can use freely. Okay, and you can try. So if you see, it is large language model, 70 billion parameters, and these are the basically token length, that is token limit, if you can see. You can also try to use another models. So totally, if you see, we are using sentence transform model and these two models. Okay, for doing. So it is a mix of NLP and large language models to get our CV passed. Okay. So hope this project is helpful for you. Hope you understood something from this video. Okay. Last but not least, we pull all the details here, like extract text, right, wherever is needed, and paste job description is again the title, and finally analyze resume. So first it strips the text if it is in text format, and then it gets the details like get resume details, compare resume with GD, get final score and suggestions, analyze with LLM, and finally it gives the output like score, similarity score, keyword match score, and missing and match skills. Okay, and finally the LLM based feedback. So if you see at the end, where it is, yeah, I know. So if you see here, LLM based feedback, this is what the last output is. Okay, so you can also try to do different approaches. So since, okay, let me give you one like further part if you like to try something new. So what you can do is you can remove the dependency from skills .json file. Okay, make it more generic or dynamic, you can say. That is first thing. Secondly, yeah, make it agentic AI. Okay, so basically you need to scrap the resume and JD and just give it to different LLM models, make it like the agentic AI approach, so that the agents can think through and give it better shot or better output and better results, no matter what the skill set or the area field is, because the skills.json is static, you need to change it every time, right? Also you can play through the prompts of the LLM that you use and try to see if you can make some good changes. You can also deploy this app in the Streamlit. Okay, and what else? Yeah, you can also play with different LLM models using Groq also. You can completely build on this, right? And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, you will definitely learn like different techniques like of NLP, what is text processing, why it is done, then scrapping of data, right? You will learn some LLM models, and you will dig through definitely the transformers and it architectures, why they are used. Basically you need to understand embedding techniques. Okay, so they convert your text into vector format. Okay, so there are different approaches to do this, you can try to learn them. So if you get hands on these things, you will be expert in NLP and also LLMs, I guess so. Yeah, but yeah, you need to learn a lot. Also, you can create one. Yeah, if I can talk, I can go again and go in depth, but I don't want to drag this project. But yeah, if you learn something and if you feel that this project is a bit new, I know there are many such projects, but it is such a simple project. You can try it on your own. Give your own. Yeah, one more recommendation I would try to give here is once you use agentic AI, ask the your code itself to generate a CV that matches that JD. Okay, so what this can do is you need not change it again and again with respect to each JD that you find in LinkedIn. You can build your own CV and get it in the PDF format. Yeah, this you can try, and this you can do it. And this will help a lot of guys and also you yourself if you are looking for a change, right? So do try this. This is what I wanted to try majorly, but yeah, I am looking into different things, but yeah, you can definitely try this. Okay, so and if you do achieve this, do let us know the approach, even if you don't want to share the code, but yeah, please help us understand the approach. Okay, that would be great. So if you want this code, do comment in the comment section. I will definitely push it to GitHub. Even then I will push it to GitHub, but not today. But yeah, definitely I'll push this code to GitHub. Okay, so hope you learned something from this video. I know I come at like very irregularly regular time of intervals, but yeah, definitely will come up with some good projects and good learnings. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, do like, share and subscribe, and yeah, till then, take care. Bye bye.